What's up guys, Cody here with another Ethereal Clash of Souls item review video, this time talking about gauntlets. If you've missed any of my other videos or you want to see them, you can check out my channel or the link below that has the playlist that has all videos for the stuff on this. Um, yeah, but without further ado, let's begin, because this is the second time doing it because my recording software messed up. So, first item, Divine Health. Oh, by the way, the gauntlets here, they're all going to give armor and health, primarily health. So, Divine Health. This is Warmogs for those that played League of Legends, and I'm going to keep referencing League of Legends because I play. So, gain 5% of your maximum health back every second while out of combat. It gives 1,000 health and 15 armor. The 1,000 health part is what's really the selling point of this item. The health regen is it's nice, but it's generally not something that's the main reason that you're getting. Or generally, health regen isn't the health regeneration like this isn't something that's super useful, because you don't get access to it in team fights. And it's just not something that you're going to make use of generally. Generally, you don't generally make good use of that health regen. But outside of that, 1,000 health is really good either way. So, then we got Fool's Curse, which gives you the Fool's Redemption passive, which when you die, you become a ghost and you run around for 5 seconds, gaining increased move speed and ability to walk through people, and after 5 seconds, you'll explode for 10 to 20% of your maximum health as magic damage in a 450 area around you of a 3-minute cooldown. This item, I don't know how strong it's going to be. This item will mostly depend upon how effectively you can use it. So the big thing with this item is that you have to make sure you die at the right time, because you have to die to utilize this item, and it's going to be used on a tank. If you die too soon, then your team will just lose the fight because you died too soon. If you die too late, then you're not actually getting the damage off with this item, and the fight's already going to have been decided by that point. So if you're able to be in that sweet spot where you're dying at just the right time, then this item will be good. That being said, though, there's something that you have to remember, that there are going to be six enemies that are potentially hitting you, which would make this item pretty decent. There's a lot of health items that you have available to build with, this one gives you 1,000 health and whatnot. But and let's just say as a random number, we've got 4,000 health, and let's just say we're doing 20% of that. Okay, we're doing 800 damage with this in an area. 800 damage, it sounds pretty damn good. Okay. Now, granted, obviously, that 20% is if we're at max level, yada yada yada, but you get the idea, though. This can output a lot of damage if used in that proper time frame. And you have to remember that you're dying. You're dying to use this item, which is never a great thing. You don't ever actively want to die, but if the game becomes a meta where you're hard focusing one person down at a time, because then this might be pretty good. Might be. So this is an item to keep your eye on. Then onto the Gauntlet of Fear, and oh boy, this is good. I'm so excited for this item. Upon being stunned, feared, or rooted, release a wave 200 units around you that fears enemies for 1 second. It gives a good bit of health, and it gives persistence, which is another great thing about this item. So this item is so great because as long as you're building this on somebody that has a generally easy time of getting onto the enemy, oh boy, this item just gets so much value. Because you get into, essentially, think of this on a tank, potentially on a bruiser, that just gets into the enemy and starts just messing shit up. Okay? You're not necessarily doing a ton of damage, but you're applying a lot of CC. If the enemy tries to hard CC you, they get feared. So they're still getting CC'd. And the 80-second cooldown is really nice. 80 seconds is super, super short compared to like other item passive cooldowns in this. So that's amazing. Top of that, this item gives you persistence, which is, I believe, tenacity. I believe it's going to decrease the cooldown duration, the CC duration of stuff. Which is just always really good for an item like this. It's just amazing. You want this on an engaged tank, and I just love this. I just love this, man. I love this item. I just see this being such a good item. Even if there's no one at launch that effectively uses the item because there's not enough like hard engage, which I'd be a little surprised if that was the case. But I down the line, I can see this item being super, super useful. If it's not super useful at launch. So this item is probably extremely strong. And then on to Redemption Gauntlets. This is going to be your Guardian Angel of the game. For those of you that don't know what Guardian Angel is, Guardian Angel revives you. Except this is way stronger. So, upon taking lethal damage, on dying, gain 30% of your maximum health and become immune to damage for 3 seconds. And during this time, you deal 75% reduced damage with a 4-minute cooldown. This item is so strong. Okay, so in League of Legends, Guardian Angel does the same thing, kind of. You revive a certain percentage of your health. However, there is a revive time where you're like stasis almost. There's like a 2-second timer where you're stuck in place and you're going through this revive animation. This item, however, does not have that stasis time. And you are immune to damage for 3 seconds. This means that you can run around. You can reposition yourself to a safe spot. You can get to safety during this 3 seconds. You can also just kill the opponent. Like, granted, you're only dealing 25% of your actual damage, but maybe that's all you need to kill your opponent at this point. And in general, this item is going to be built at the late stages of the game when having like a res is super important. Yeah, like it just makes it so that like imagine that your squishy Dante, imagine your squishy ADC on the backline is, gets assassinated. Guess what? Doesn't matter. Redemption Gauntlet says, yeah, that assassin didn't actually kill me. Yeah. And by the way, I now have 3 seconds that you can't do anything to me now. And it means that my team can clean you up. So this item's just so strong, man. Definitely like a last purchase on a lot of people. Sometimes you won't need it. Sometimes you won't need it. And this can be used on literally everyone, though. This can be used on everyone. There's nobody that can't effectively use this item. Outside of, you can argue maybe a tank should get a different item, but even then, this is just so strong of an item. So, yeah. Overall, I'm really excited for the Gauntlets. And Fool's Curse is like the one that, like, obviously, this Divine Health is just a bland item, but it gives 1,000 HP, so that's something that I think is really good about the item. Fool's Curse, like I said, if you can get to that sweet spot of like effectively utilizing the item's passive, then this item is really good. Otherwise, though, it's gonna fall flat. But Gauntlet of Fear, Redemption Gauntlets, oh, they're so strong. So yeah, really looking forward to these gauntlets. Yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want to see any of my other item reviews for all the other item categories for Ethereal, check out the playlist below, or just head on over to my channel. And I stream over on Twitch, twitch.tv/CW5136. When Ethereal comes out, if I'm allowed to stream it, you're going to be streaming a ton of it. Otherwise, you can head over there and watch me kick some ass on League of Legends. Thanks, guys, and catch you in the next one.